Again, Bungie? Well, here we are again, another video, another topic on the game that we love, but have lately hated to play. The game we have that ever-growing love-hate relationship with, Destiny. So what topic are we going to talk about today? What topic has me writing another video and another script bypassing my previous one? Well, Guardians, that topic would be about another failure in Destiny. I gotta be honest. I'm getting kind of tired of it. I wish the game would have stabilized and right itself, but it just seems like Bungie keeps making mistake after mistake lately. So Guardians, what am I even talking about? What am I going on about? Arms weak. So let's talk about it. Where is everyone? Right now at this moment, Destiny is experiencing some of the lowest player counts in the game that it's ever experienced. This is it. The body laying under the hot sun, drained of everything but the will to live, fighting with all it can to keep its player base up and active. As I write this, there are currently 16,000 people online. 16,000 players on Steam. I can't begin to tell you how bad this is. Would it make it worse if I told you small sections of that number are actually just bots? People loading into matches and events for completion only, not even caring to play. I'm sure you've seen the videos going around right now. The video of players going full-blown Slayer on 11 bot matches. This is insane. But what's more nuts is the fact that matchmaking for so many of our activities is taking minutes, sometimes logging you in with barely anyone there. Sometimes we are logging into events and you're going on it alone. Guardian, our world is getting more and more empty as each day goes by. It wasn't that long ago that we were staying around 30k on the Steam charts, that we were closer and closer to the main page of the numbers, the games of relevance and so-called importance of the minute. But now, we fall further and further down the hole of obscurity. We are doing our best, logging in when we can, the faithful showing they still care. Do you? Do you care, Guardians? I know I still do. I've put in the time and investment into this game. I would like to see something good come of all this. I would love to see them right the ship, bring us back to where we were supposed to be. Then perhaps, the lights we see in the sky, all those brilliant lights, they wouldn't be the stars. It would be the exhaust of the ships bringing Guardians that have been long gone back to the tower again, bringing back tens of thousands to help us on this next stretch of our great adventure, to help us battle whatever the darkness in the universe would throw our way. But instead now, we log into ghost towers, places so empty the voices of the NPCs echo off the walls. Does an NPC speak if no one is there to hear it? Or does the tower sit in silence waiting for the footsteps of players running from area to area before heading off to battle again? But is it the battle they want to fight? Is it a place they want to be in this universe? Remember, I am regularly talking about the one thing, the most important thing when it comes to gaming. Is it fun? But I don't want to do that. Bungie over the years has regularly taken its players and forced them into areas they didn't want to play in. They, I would assume because I do not have actual factual data to support it, do this to pad and flesh out certain aspects of the game. PvP numbers are dipping and you want to toss some towels in to remove the sweat? Give the PvP players some fresh meat. Then let's come up with a new mission that requires players to enter into PvP that normally wouldn't. Let's make the PvE crowd head into Crucible so that they can achieve what they want. And at the same time, puff up those PvP numbers. Now this works in multiple ways. When the casuals stop playing PvP, it makes the matches more sweaty. All that is left are the hardcore and the trench fighters, the people that live and breathe in PvP. Your elite PvP players feast on the good PvP players feast on the average. But after a while, your average players grow tired of constantly being sub 1.0. They grow tired of constantly being used as fodder for the masses. This right here is where tossing in PvE players works. Because now, the PvE player base are the fresh meat for the average and all the other PvP players. Now, your PvP player base can feast. The whole time, this poor PvE player is just in there to advance a questline, to move on stepwise to the next. This keeps your blood flowing, and your PvP community going. But at what cost? Are you willing to throw players into events they don't want to attend to others? Are you willing to risk your core player base to appease the smaller subsections? It seems that Bungie is. This is something that they have been doing for a long time, something that has been taking place since long before Destiny 2, back to the start of Destiny 1, where weapons like Thorn would require void kills in Crucible. Good luck finding a good void weapon back then. Some would say Atheon's Epilogue, but good luck if you suck with 900 RPM autos. When the Taken King arrived, it required us to go into Crucible to get exotic swords, getting kills with swords. I remember running around with a sword hilt, several Guardians actually stopping and letting me kill them. knowing exactly what I was doing and why I was there. But most times, the Guardians PvE players meet are not good ones. They are not positive experiences. Why would a beast be kind to its food? PvE players are not there to help in Crucible. They are there to be killed. But what is also being killed in this process is the game. PvE is the core component of Destiny. Yes, Crucible and PvP exist within it, but it's not the most played area of the game. Crucible has gone weeks and months and years between updates while all the money and time are poured into PvE. Over the years, players have heard rumors of Crucible even being removed from the game. Are they true? I have no truth to offer you there, only whispers and hearsay. But here lies the problem. When you make your players play aspects of your game they don't want to play, a lot of them will stop playing. A lot of them will stop logging in, and a lot of them will stop buying DLCs, season passes, and dungeon keys. Then suddenly your game is empty, your bank is barren, and your company is hoisting closing signs. Suddenly your entire game is a ghost town. The only thing heard is the buzzing from the cheap neon sign, blinking, out of business. So what did Bungie do this time? What happened to spark this video? Well, this is what happened. When you want to do something. So today I logged in, a new week, to collect the final piece of armor for the Witcher set. I told you all, I don't use silver. Even being given 1,000 from Bungie for a survey I did, I still won't use it. So I log in, and there before my eyes is the new exotic mission. This sounds promising, I think to myself. But there's Arms Week, a reason to head to the shooting range. I land, cross the hangar, and start acquiring missions, quickly clicking before I even bother to read. Upon completion, I open my quest to the first mission, and lo and behold, it's a Crucible mission. Yeah, no big deal. I don't need to do it. I look to the second, cool. Portal activities, not a problem. I scroll to the third, complete the previous 2 bounties. And I'm done with Arms Week. Now, I have played Crucible. I have reset my power 5 times in a season. I have the Iron Lord title, which I gotta tell you, my hardcore faithful PvP friends laugh at since I don't play. But my days at Crucible, especially in this player count, are long gone. I have zero interest to enter into Saladin or Shax's domain. I'm just here to kill space monsters and enjoy my time. My days at Crucible and Comp are long behind me. So this, having to go into PvP with the shotgun and get kills, yeah, I'm not going to head in. And I'm definitely not going to be the next meal for a hungry PvP player. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it. I have zero desire to do it, and no desire for the frustration of slide shotgunners. I just wanted to log in and kill some things, complete some missions, and move on. But what about PvP players? Do you think they want to have to do PvE missions? Do you think they like having to do aspects of the game they don't want to do? No, I do not. And that's where I'm going with my point. In the past, Bungie has set out and made dual missions. They have set out to make missions that can be completed in both PvE and PvP, ensuring that both groups of the player base are able to get these missions or objectives completed. Yet instead, right now, when Bungie can't seem to get out of its own way, they bring back Arms Week and make it so you have to do both. Now, I know it was this way before, but you would think with this game on fire, with tons of people standing around roasting marshmallows over Bungie's mistakes, they would do things differently. But nope. They don't seem to get it or, well, really understand. I didn't end up going into the portal and playing events to finish the PvE side. What's the point? I can't progress further. I'm not going to half-ass do something for an object I won't be able to touch, only to stare at through the glass. So because of this, once again my time in Destiny this week closes fast and, well, Borderlands 4 opens. Okay, honestly, I closed Destiny in open word and started writing the script instead. But you get the point. I'm not going to be playing. To me, this is frustrating. I logged in and wanted to play. I logged in and was hyped to do something, anything in this universe, and like a candle being carried into the rain, my hype was quickly drenched and the game was closed. This is not something that Bungie should be doing to its player base right now. They are in desperate need of anyone and everyone to log in and play this game. They need people here, they need us playing, and they do everything in their power to ensure we won't. So instead, the halls of the tower reek of the sweat of the hardcore. They reek of the sweat of the players who keep the lights on, the players who know life and refuse to give up, swearing this will all be okay. Ostriches with their heads in the sand, never wanting to believe what's around them. It's a sad thing. When the game so desperately needs something, we get nothing. Conclusion. Look, I want to play this game. I really, really do. I want to log in and run things. I want to have hero moments. I want to relive the things I love about this game over and over. Yet I cannot. Bungie has put an impenetrable wall in front of us, a wall that looms high into the heavens and stops us from doing or being a part of its content. They throw up barriers to block us from places we want to be and, like a vicious security force, push us into the areas we don't want to be in. I really want to go back to the days where I loved being here, where I couldn't wait to get up enough energy to stay up, or to get home from work and play. I miss my long, blown-out all-weekend-long marathons of Destiny where I laughed and enjoyed every moment I was logged in. Yet instead, I keep logging in and finding nothing but what I've been doing, solo and fireteam waiting for me. I don't want to do it anymore. I want what we had back, and I, like so many of you, I'm confused why they made the decisions they made. Onboarding and getting new players into this game shouldn't take priority over the players who did play and would come back. It's easier to bring someone back than bring in someone new. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy that's been here since the building opened, almost like a plant that peeked through the cracks of the floor and made its way in as the lights first turned on. Yet now, I hang on to this game with dear life, and I do it out of love and out of hope for it. That the devs will stop making stupid decisions and forcing us to play aspects of the game we don't want to play, instead giving us the power moments, giving us the fun, and giving us the reason to log in and play again and again. I don't get why that's so hard, why instead every decision drives us further and further away. I don't know, but that's it. I mean, honestly, that's all I had to say. I just needed to get this frustration out, and I wanted to see if you all felt the same, if you agreed with me. So you know the usual streamer stuff. A like and a sub helps out. Let me know what you thought below, and let me know if you agreed or not. Also, PvP players, the ones who play mainly PvP or only PvP. Let me know. Do you hate going into PvE to try to get things accomplished? So there it is, my thoughts and opinions on the ever-shrinking world that is Destiny 2. I keep hoping, I keep asking, I keep begging. Let's hope it works and they hear me. Till then, later, Guardians.